Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny and today I'm going to give you guys some book recommendations in the format of if you like this, try this. I've organized these recommendations in such a way that the if you like book is one that I consider to be more popular, maybe a booktube darling, something that I've heard a lot of hype about, or at least a lot of hype around its publication date. And then the try these books are lesser known novels. I'm not saying that they are completely under the radar, but books that I hear less people talking about. The first pairing is actually the inspiration for this video, and I will say that the try this book is one that I have not completed. It's the only book in this entire video that I haven't completed yet. I'm at 30%, but I am enjoying it, and so I just had to recommend it, and that is if you like Kaikai or liked Kaikai, I think you should try Masquerade. Both of these are mythology retellings. Kaikai is an Indian mythology retelling and Masquerade is an African mythology retelling, and they are both focused on women. In Kaikai, you have Kaikai, who is a princess who is forced into a marriage that she doesn't want and is trying to find a way to take back her power and take back control over her life. And in Masquerade, as far as I am aware currently, we have a young girl who is forced into a situation that she has to figure out how or if she would like something to impact her life and to change her life. She has two decisions, one where her security isn't necessarily guaranteed, one where it is, but with security also comes loss of agency, and so she is kind of in this turmoil trying to find her way. I think both of these might also be debut novels, but if I'm wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. The next pairing I have is if you liked Before the Coffee Gets Cold, I think you should try The Full Moon Coffee Shop. Before the Coffee Gets Cold and The Full Moon Coffee Shop are both translated works. They also both encompass a series of short stories that are interconnected, and they deal with the kind of an atmosphere of self-help or improvement of life. I guess I'll say. For Before the Coffee Gets Cold, you follow a coffee shop where if you go into this coffee shop, you can go back in time and talk to someone in your past for as long as it takes the coffee to go cold. And in the Full Moon Coffee Shop, you have a coffee shop that is run by talking cats, and these talking cats help you figure out some different things going on in your life based on your astrological signs. I think both of these are super cozy reads, and if you really enjoy short stories that are interconnected, not like way interwoven, but just have little bits and pieces that connect to one another, I think that you'll enjoy both of these. Next, I have, if you liked the Murderbot series, you should try Mickey 7. Both of these involve AI/robots that are doing something that they shouldn't be. In Murderbot, you have an AI whose goal is to protect the humans that it is contracted out to. However, all it really wants to do is sit at home and watch Netflix and its soap operas. It doesn't really care about keeping the humans safe, even though that is its job. Whereas in Mickey 7, you have a regenerated human whose job is to be the sacrificial lamb for some terraforming missions that are happening to make other planets habitable for humankind. He is supposed to sacrifice himself, but ends up not having that happen and goes back to his home base realizing that he has been replaced and he's not supposed to be two of himself. So there are two regenerated Mickeys aboard the terraforming mission, and there shouldn't be. Both of these stories also have multiple conflicts going on. They are dealing with a larger platform, a larger thing that is happening within their stories, as well as their specific storyline, their specific maybe mystery or their mission, the thing that is pushing them forward at the moment. I also like the fact that both of these stories do have within them discussions of what makes someone human, what makes someone a person, what are the pieces that make up humanity. I really enjoyed that in both of these books. Next, I have, if you enjoyed The Tainted Cup, you should give Empire of Exiles a try. Both of these are fantasy mystery books. The Tainted Cup is Sherlock Holmes inspired, whereas The Empire of Exiles is not, but they do have some similarities that I think you might enjoy. One is a small portion of both books, but also very impactful, and that is that they each have monsters plaguing humankind. In The Tainted Cup, you have the Leviathans that are literally coming out of the seas and destroying towns that are next to the seaside. And in Empire of Exiles, you have this city that lives inside a salt wall because there is a changeling army outside that has been known to cause chaos and madness prior to the events that are happening in the book. Both of these books also have a murder mystery involved with an academic twist. In both, you see some intelligence being used, which you would think would happen in all murder mysteries. But what I mean by that is with the Sherlock Holmes retelling, you do have our main character, or one of our main characters, who is Anna, who is very brilliant, has some definite intelligence boosts compared to some of the other people that are around her, and can see and deduce things that normal people wouldn't see. You also have, with the Empire of Exiles, you have these archivists whose job is literally to save artifacts and learn about their histories. They also have magical abilities within their skills and their academics that I found intriguing. So I think that while the mysteries in these and even the setup of both of these is very different, I think that if you enjoyed one, you will enjoy the other. I will say that The Tainted Cup is much faster paced than The Empire of Exiles, but The Empire of Exiles has a lot more detail that I just ate up as I was reading it. The last pairing that I have for you guys is, if you liked the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, I think that you should give The Magician's Daughter a try. The main reason that I am pairing these two books together is because of vibes. Both of them have a very cozy fantasy vibe. However, they also both cover some pretty dark topics, and so I think I would call them cozy adjacent. They're not full out cozy novels because they do have some high stakes. The other comparison that I would make for these two novels is the main character's love of exploration. With Emily Wilde's, you have a character who is trying to compare and create a list of all of the different types of fairies and create an encyclopedia, study these things, and that's why she enjoys the exploration into the unknown. Whereas in The Magician's Daughter, we have Biddy, who has lived her entire life on a magical island that no one can find, and she, because of different things that happen throughout the book, she has to venture out to the world that she's never been in. She wants to gain her independence. It's a coming of age story with magic, and I also think that both of these have, I don't want to call them animal companions because it's not what they are, but they both have a companion that comes along with the story that is just really lovely. Emily Wilde has several, and The Magician's Daughter has one in particular that I'm talking about, but I think that the side characters in both of these books are just precious. And the last similarity between these two is that they both do have found family tropes within them, which is one of my favorite all-time things within books. I am a sucker for found family. So if you are looking for a fantasy that is kind of cozy but has some high stakes and also has some people who grow to love each other throughout the story, I think that both of these are absolutely amazing. So those are my suggestions for, if you like this, try this. If you guys have any for me, if you know of some booktube darlings and you would compare them with some lesser known books, please leave those in the comments. For me, I would love to add to my TBR and see which books you guys can come up with. I absolutely love that. Also, if you are not feeling in a chatty mood but you just want to let me know that you are here, leave either a bunny or a bird because they are on the cover of Magician's Daughter. So I would love to see those in the comments if you guys just want to leave me a little emoji. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.